Paul, he knew who he was. That's who I am. Paul, an apostle. That's what I do. That's my job. Of Jesus Christ. That's who I do it for. That's who I belong to. That's what I'm out here serving. By the will of God, there's my authority. To the saints, that's my audience. That's the sphere. That's the target, which are at Ephesus. And to the faithful, that's the ultimate goal, to produce fully functioning saints. And then he says, in Christ Jesus. That's the key to everything. Paul, he knew who he was. He knew what he was doing in life. He knew who he belonged to and who he served. He knew what his authority was. He was on a God assignment. God gave him something to do. He knew what his target was. It was to make saints, and not just to make believers, but to bring them to fully functioning, to be faithful saints. And he knew that he was doing it, and he knew all of that about himself and about what his job was. He was completely together, we would say. He knew all of that and understood all of that because he was in Christ Jesus. That's how he got all this. Everything that he had, everything he knew, everything that he was involved in is because he was in Jesus Christ. The whole sum of everything. And when you go through the book of Ephesians, that phrase, in Christ and in Him, is over and over.